From a young age, I was aware of how being outspoken, aggressive, and manipulative was beneficial for my survival. Some needs are simple. The need to be comforted, to be stable, to overcome our fears, to be able to embrace them. And sometimes all we really need is a strong hand to bring us to that. The key for my independence today is the ability to confront my fears and to let go of my shame and not let it control my life. Men needed to be confronted. They needed to be provoked. And I found great power in learning how to provoke men and taunt them and tease them, to knock them off balance. I like the aggressiveness, the being able to wrestle them down to the ground, to get on top of them, to look them in the eyes and to overpower them in ways that actually humiliate them. I think we all need to be challenged. And as a femme fatale and a very independent woman, challenging is definitely something that I enjoy a lot of. I like my adrenaline to be high. I like to be provoked. I like to be scared. I like to also scare others. There's something about adrenaline, whether it be brought on by fear or by pain, that I crave. In my teenage years, I learned that mostly what men want is sex. Well, for me, in my younger years, that's something that I enjoyed very much as well. To be able to taunt and tantalize somebody and to bring them to sexual euphoria without even the thought of intercourse. As an adult, I found men who seemed to be weak-minded, driven by instinct and desire. The instinct to be provoked, to be able to look fear in the eyes, and to confront it, to be disciplined, to be scolded, to be spanked, to be humiliated to the point of brought into a corner and having a high heel put on the back of their shoulder just to let them know how little they are. And yes, sometimes men do need to be brought to that place. To be brought to that place of how insignificant they really are in a woman's life. There's something in men that craves to be awakened, and I believe that it comes from their childhood. To be brought back to the curiosity of trying out new things, to be curious, yet able to make mistakes, and then to be punished for it. Most of the men that come into my world today, in one way or another, need to be controlled. They want to let go of the things that they've either been ashamed of or afraid of, or actually some of them it's what they have become. Some of them are powerful, some of them are weak. I like to be challenged. I also like to be taken care of. I like to be adored. I like to be worshipped. I like to feel powerful within myself and to be able to portray that onto others. And the most powerful tool that we as women have is sexuality and authority and determination. And for most men, that actually scares them. But it also attracts them, because it's what they, as a society, were brought up to be. Strong, authoritative, a go-getter. But when they're confronted with a woman who has the same attributes, it seems to be a different story. To have them come into my door curious as to what's going to happen as soon as the door opens. To have them come in and immediately strip their clothes off them, make them stand there naked and ashamed in front of me, have them go down on their knees. Immediately it puts them into a totally different headspace. And I believe that's one of the things that keeps them coming back, is the newness in it, the difference, the exact opposite of what they truly are, in some cases, which is strong, powerful men. But when they come to me and are confronted with a strong, powerful woman, things change. And they change in that instant. As soon as their clothes hit the floor, something changes inside of them and they become that defenseless, helpless little boy. The curiousness, the newness, the not knowing, the wondering if they do something wrong, if they're going to be punished. Of course they're going to be punished. Sometimes men need to be brought to that place where they have no rights, they have no feelings, they have no desires, they have no passions. All they have is me and their desire to please me. And that's what it's all about, is pleasing me. I like the feeling of having a man over my lap, spanking him, bringing him to the point of giggliness, to the point of fear, to the point of pain, and then back again with the soothing strokes of my hand and my voice, to be brought to all those different lengths, different heights, and for them to look into my eyes and to realize that they got to experience all those things because of me. That makes them, therefore, want to please me even more. Always, men will bow and cower to women, because that's the way we choose it to be. The older I get, the more elaborate my needs become, my yearnings, my desires, the things that I crave to get from males. The adoration, the respect, the loyalty that they so absolutely have to devote to me in order to be in my life. Men are here to serve us. They're here to take care of us. It's something that's within every one of us, the desire to be disciplined, to be adored, to be put on this pedestal, to be taught a lesson, to be humiliated. That's one thing that actually really fascinates me, is people who like to be humiliated, to be brought to a place where they're so small, there's nothing else in the world but what's in front of them at that very moment. And the majority of the time, what's in front of them is their woman. I have this one absolutely lovely boy, and one thing that he loves to do is he likes to be brought back to that place where he's in school and been a naughty little boy and sent to the office to be disciplined by the authority figure in their life. And I get to be that authority figure. I'm the one who stands above them, towering with that cane, ready at any instant to bring them to their knees, writhing in pain, brought to tears, because that's what I choose to do, is to bring him to that point of pain and tears and regret and remorse, to be brought to a sniveling little puddle on the floor. The ultimate punishment for somebody who wants attention is to be ignored, to be not thought of, not disciplined, no attaboys, no stroking in the head. Keep that thought with you, because that is how I ultimately punish the ones who need to be punished, those worthless men. And yes, they do need to be disciplined. They need to be taken over my knee and spanked and taught who's boss. Just because they're stronger doesn't mean they're smarter.